What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do an all my love reading for the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you guys are third this week on the zodiac lineup for group one. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next, okay? So I was sitting in y'all's energy before I started the reading. I shuffled all the decks. I'm going to still shuffle them again during your read. But there was kind of a message from the universe in a sense of there could be some of you Cancers, Cancer Sun, okay? Where you are coming to a decision, okay? But it's a decision that you're not trying to take lightly and will not take lightly when it comes to your person, based off of maybe communications that you've been having with this person, okay? If you've been watching and you've been on my channel long enough, your heart's desire has told you what I'm talking about. Your right here and nows have possibly told you. And you know that those, and possibly some of these all my loves that have came out too, okay? But I feel this energy of you possibly, when I was shuffling the Island Time Wellness, Coffee Cup came out, okay? And basically a conversation, multiple conversations I think are going to be had in the sense of you testing your person with particular communication, okay, in order to really help you come to an informed decision about something that has been highlighted in your connection, okay? The reason why I'm not saying it, obviously, moon energy, and y'all know me by now. If the universe wants me to hide something, I'm going to hide it for you. I'm going to protect your energy because of cross-watching energy, okay? So just in case your person is watching, Cancer, they probably know what I'm talking about or referring to. So be mindful, okay? I've already explained why I am against people cross-watching on someone else's energy. If you're cross-watching in the sense of your energy as far as a placement in your birth chart, that's something different. I don't mind that. It just carries over. The energy just continues to carry over in different signs based off of your birth chart placement. And if I pick that energy up, I pick that energy up. But when it comes to relationships, you will cause a distance or a shift in your connection because you're using tarot for personal gain over your person instead of just talking to them, okay? So that's why I'm pretty much against cross-watching. So that is my explanation, again, just in case you come across this reading, okay? So that is subsequently what you are aiming to do, Cancer, is get a really an ideal, decision, or aiming towards a decision based off of communications with your person, okay, without them really knowing what you're doing or what you're, aiming at, okay, unless you got a person that's really heady in a sense and will come out and ask you, why do you ask me that? And just, be perfectly honest, it's because you wanted to know. It was just something that was on your mind, okay? Nothing, really behind it, but it really is, okay? So, with that being said, Cancers, we're just going to go ahead and get into your reading here. I'm going to light shuffle just for a little bit for Cancer's energy. Okay, and then we're going to go into a hard shuffle, okay? So that was pretty much the gist of your pre-read energy, is just having a conversation first before leading into that. I again, I want to say it, but I'm not going to. Okay. I'm not gonna say it. Moon energy is telling me and not to say it. As y'all know, I have a Libra moon, so um, I am fair in the sense of protecting other people's energy for their better good. Okay, so we're gonna go one from the top for Cancer, one from the bottom. Cancer, this one is for your energy. This second one from the bottom is your person's energy or the situation and or person, okay? And then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm gonna go with this under one, okay? So that is the energy between you and the situation and or person, okay? Consider that kind of like the outcome of both of your energies together, okay? So let's start with you guys, Cancer. Where is your energy? And it's at loyalty, okay? Loyalty. I automatically think of the Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna song Loyalty, okay? Might want to go kind of listen to that. That's kind of like the vibe that's around you right now. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Loyalty. Green here, talking about the heart space, okay? Matters of the heart, in my opinion, for you right now with this loyalty coming up. You know your loyalty, okay? You know that you are consistent with it, okay? However, maybe your heart is wondering if this person is loyal, okay? Even at a higher level of commitment, okay? Now I can say it, okay? That's what I wanted to say before. And so now I can say it. Maybe your person's energy is gone now and understands why they shouldn't cross watch. So you are wondering about their loyalty, and maybe that is the kind of aim of your conversations with them is based off of that, okay? And not in the sense of blatantly coming out and asking them, if they are a loyal person, because you can ask someone that and they can easily tell you yes and then mess around and prove you wrong, okay, that they lied. So you have to or you will be finding a way to test loyalty, okay? Hopefully you won't do some crazy scheme to see how loyal they are, but maybe ask them about previous relationships, okay? Something you've never asked before. All right, it's time to get really deep into your relationship, Cancer, if you've never done it before, because again, what you are about to do is not to be taken lightly, okay? Next is the energy of your person and or situation, and it's in humility, okay? Humility. So humility says you have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths, okay? You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Humility, okay? And so it's time for your person to possibly humble themselves, okay? Maybe you will do that to them in a way, okay? In the sense of, again, opening up the lines of communication to get a little bit deeper than what they have before, okay? In the sense of, like I said earlier, you ask them about their past relationship, maybe, what was their worst relationship, or if they ever experienced someone cheating on them. And maybe you open up and you talk about one of your situations of a past relationship. Again, something that maybe you also need to still heal from because it's keeping you from moving forward with this person, okay? And so in doing so, it will provide your person with some humility when it comes to them with you in the sense of loyalty, okay? If that makes sense. All right. So, different paths only because of the sense of where you and your person have been prior to these communications, okay? And them finally having an understanding of it, which, in my personal opinion, buys you some time, okay? Buys you some time, Cancer, okay, to really make a really very difficult decision, okay? Now, let's see where the energy is between you and the situation and or person, how it matches up, and it's elevation, okay? Elevation. All right. This, I feel like, is a new energy alert because I don't recall elevation ever coming up in a reading before. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Feel free to like, share, or subscribe so that way you can be notified the next time I drop a reading for your sign, okay? You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love, okay? You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love, okay? So after communications, understanding, and I think really getting down and dirty and really into the shadows of the both of you as individuals, will be some understanding that elevates your love to another level. Again, taking still your time with things, but really elevating into a deeper sense of meaning of what your relationship or connection really is, okay? Beyond materialistic and status quo bullshit, okay? I had to say it like that because, you've been really dealing with it, okay? Getting hit hard emotionally and mentally in this relationship, okay? And it's only because of possibly your own refusal or resistance to really be more open, okay? So, with that being said, Cancer, let's get into the second part of your reading. If that was enough for you, I truly understand. I will catch you in your next reading, okay? But we're going to move on to the Island Time Wellness with what Cancers are focused on right now when it comes to love, okay? Now, remember, most of my readings are for Cancer, is for sun signs, okay? So if your primary sign, basically when I say that, okay? Not really for placements, but I do understand if some people resonate with another reading, not so much your person, but in regards to your birth chart, okay? So I totally get that. The energy does flow and follow to other readings at times when you do that, which is, it's okay, but sometimes it kind of keeps other sun sign placements from getting a thorough reading. So you may have to bounce around, okay? So I'm going to pick one from the top and one directly from the bottom. Both of these messages you can take for yourself, or one a piece, one for yourself and one towards the situation and or person, or take both towards that situation and or person, whatever resonates for you, okay? Let's start with the first message here, Cancer, which is the snake. Now, I am not going to hold you. This snake and girl with a snake have been kind of catching my eye as I've been working on these readings today. And so I'm not going to say that I felt like it was going to come out in yours, but I felt like somebody's it was going to come up in. I just didn't know who, okay? But the snake says competition, enemy, clever, which is you at this point. Clever is the first thing that I actually put my eyes on more so than anything else. Malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, okay? Now, if you're a man watching this and you're the one who's cheating, I ain't here to judge you, but it is what it is, okay? Again, you're still in a position of testing someone's loyalty if you are dealing with someone else. But in my personal opinion, for the most part, I am feeling clever is the main thing. Okay, you are trying your best to kind of ease information out of your person, to have more in and making it and hiding it as in-depth conversation to get what you need to make an informed decision. Okay, I can't stress that enough. So clever is the main thing that I'm feeling in for your reading, Cancer. Okay, next message is love. Okay, love, Love. Okay, which makes me think of that other Rihanna song. Y'all might want to go listen to those songs. Okay, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. I am mostly feeling this person is holding a heart and hugging it tight. Okay, but I'm mostly, my eyes are going towards that self-love. Okay, and what you are doing is still loving yourself first and putting yourself first, and in a sense of protecting yourself. This decision that you are about to make, you want to make sure that it's a good decision and that you don't have any regrets. Okay, and so in doing so, you will do what you need to keep protecting yourself, but at the same time finding out what you want. Okay, you are a water sign. All right, water signs have the ability to kind of manipulate feelings a little bit. You are water. Okay, they flow and your waters can run deep. Okay, you are, and your symbol is a crab. And so you know how to, move when you need to move and how you move. Okay, um, in my personal opinion, like, crabs are a little shifty. Okay, I'm not gonna say shady, I'm gonna say shifty, because they can move from left to right. Okay, you don't really see crabs move backwards as much, it's mostly side to side. And so you move as you need to, in and out of situations as need be, in my personal opinion. You guys are really good at that, especially in dealing with emotions, okay, of other people and yourself. Okay, so just be mindful, don't hit them with it back to back. Let some space kind of linger. Let what you're asking or the conversation really, kind of dig its heels into them, and kind of give them some space after you ask the question. Okay, and after you get your answer. All right, let them, I have a feeling it will be something in the sense of them coming to you and stating they want to, continue to talk about what you guys talked about before a little bit more. Okay, and maybe they withhold telling you something at the time of you asking that question, and they come back and they want to, express something. Okay, so you do have release your ex here, and you deserve love. Okay, so again, like I said, possibly some healing that needs to happen for you guys. Whatever happened in a really bad relationship that got close to a higher connection, could be the reason why you have been withholding from this person. Okay, so you do deserve love, but you're going to make sure that it's legit first. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. So right now with the romance angels, we are trying to find out what is the outcome of the energy for you guys, Cancer, in this situation. Okay, I'm going to do 3 shuffles here. I talk about this, if you haven't been watching, I talk about the releasing of an ex that seemed to carry through on the All My Love readings, and I think on the Heart's Desires as well, and the General. There's no way you can move forward with someone else fully and truly in unconditional love if you're still tied to someone else. Okay, 1 from the top and 1 from the bottom, because while you are still sitting up here hurting over someone from your past, they have moved on. Okay, now if they haven't, you really need to release them. Okay, there's no way. I don't, sometimes depending on how the relationship ends, in my personal opinion, I am not friends with any of mine. Okay, all my exes, we are not friends. I've tried it, And sometimes, after time passes and you look at that person and you remember what they did to you, I don't see how you can continue being friends with them. Okay? Like, I just can't do it, because and that obviously would mean that you're not over what they did. So if you're not over what they did, why are you still talking to them? Okay? Just saying. All right? Let's start with the first message. Is this could be the one. Okay? This could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay? You have already met the romantic partner you seek. Now, if, again, like I said, clever you are in regards to loyalty, okay, you will be testing this person with communication. Something, like I said, you did not do at the beginning. Maybe if you did, things would be different right now, okay? But now, clock is ticking, okay, in a sense, all right? You either need to make a decision on what is how far are you willing to go, okay? That Rihanna song, what are you willing to do? Kiss It. Listen to that. I don't know why it's a lot of Rihanna songs for y'all, Cancer, okay? But you need to listen to those, because those are tied to what you're going through, okay? So this could be the one. You're going to slowly realize that, but what are you willing to do, or what are you willing to compromise with this person in order to make them feel secure about you, okay? Next is codependency, okay? Codependency, all right? It says addictions are affecting your romantic life, okay? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, codependency can mean a lot of things for certain people. Some people think that codependency is someone relying on another person too much to fulfill them, okay? Now, Cancer, you may feel like that about your person, almost in a sense of they're wearing or holding the sign of save me. You're the only one that can make me happy, okay? That annoys you a little bit, okay? My masculine Cancers, okay? Feminine Cancers, if you have a high masculinity energy on you, that probably annoys you too. And being maybe like an alpha female, okay? Which is nothing wrong with that, okay? But others of you, if you know there could be an addiction or a vice that your person has that you feel like is maybe kind of adolescent, or kind of immature, like they're at a certain age where they shouldn't be doing that. But before you judge them, ask them why it is that they do that. And maybe that's part of your conversations, because maybe that is something that is going to plague your relationship, okay? If someone deals in a little bit too much alcohol sometimes, you need to ask them why, okay? Now, if they're just a straight connoisseur of maybe top shelf stuff, maybe it's just the same as there's people who love cognac and are in a club with that, for that, or someone who likes drinking and cigars or hookah or whatever, that's their thing. Either it's a phase that they're going through right now, or it's part of suppressing something, okay? So there's always a deeper meaning as to why someone relies on an addiction or a vice to get them through, okay? You have to have those in-depth conversations to see if it's really going to put a damper on your relationship, if it's a deal breaker moving forward in the next steps of your relationship. Now, if it's just what they love to do, you have to wonder whether or not if you can compromise and continue to deal with them with that. And that's on you, Cancer. If you can't and it's a deal breaker, then that's a different conversation for another reading, okay? So with that being said, Cancers, that's all that I have for you guys today. You have one more reading, so until then, peace.